Hi, this is Damola. Welcome to the Tailors of. This is the part one of this video. In this part one, I showed how to cut the lapel of this jacket. In the part two, that will be uploading very soon, we'll show how to cut the back, the sleeve, and the whole blouse to finish it up. So enjoy this one. We couldn't finish it up for some reasons. So I trust that you're going to practice this one first. Alright, until then, please subscribe, like, and comment if you have any comments, especially for if you're a first time or if this is your first time on this channel. And to the existing subscribers, thank you. Thank you for the likes and the views so far. See you in the next slide. I just have to find a way around this video because NEPA just interrupted with the power supply, and I have made up my mind to make this video today no matter what. Okay, so guys, please stay with me. So we rule the starting lines first. Please just stay with me. I will just do the part one of this video, then sometime later this week I'll make the part two of the video. All right, so we have ruled the starting line. Okay, now the next thing to do, from this point vertically, I'm going to measure 4 inches. 4 inches. So I'm going to connect the dots now. Okay, this is it. All right, that's for that. Also, on this part, on this horizontal side, this, just take a look at my hand like this. We are going to leave out at least 2 inches. All right, or let's use 2.5 inches. I'm trusting that you can see it. I'm trying to see where I can step back. Okay, let's do it like this. 2.5 inches. .5 inches down for the lapel. Okay, so I'm going to connect the dots. So this is very beginner. You are going to make it in such a way that even somebody that is just starting out, his or her hands on tailoring, will be able to figure it out. All right, after we have done that, now I need to explain a few. Now, like, this is the starting line. This is also the starting line for the horizontal measurement. This also is the starting line where we started the vertical measurements from. Now, this line from this point to this point that I measured 4 inches, 3.5 inches is for the extended neckline that also goes down into the lapel if you study the jackets well. Now we are going to minus that 3 point. The extra ½ inch is for the sewing allowance. The 3.5 inches is the extended built-up collar that is on the jacket. Now we are going to subtract that from the back measurement, or the shoulder to shoulder measurements, as whichever way you know it as. Now 3.5 inches, the back of this fellow is 14 inches. If you take out, or let's take out 3 inches to be on the safe side. If we take out 3 inches from 14, it will remain 4 inches. All right, why are we doing that? Because by the time you bend the neckline, by the time you bend this extended collar, is going to fill up the back. So now it's remaining 4 inches. We measure 4 inches. 4 inches. Add half inch sewing allowance. Alright, are we there? Okay, so now we are going to be measuring from this point now. If you want so much cleavage, you can make it as long as you can do 10, 11, 12, 13. As you can see that the paper is quite short, so we are trying to work with, I'm trying to work with the length of this paper. Alright, and I intended actually to fold it. I may still add to the length later. So I don't want so much cleavage on this jacket. So from this also will serve as our shoulder line. This place, it's our shoulder line. I think I forgot to mention that. Now from the shoulder line, measure 9 inches. Alright, remember these 2.5 inches I left here. I don't know whether I mentioned it before. Is for the lapel. Alright, so now from this point, okay, this is the 9 inches. Okay, 9 inches. So measure about 2.5 inches again. And draw an arc, connect it to this place. Do you see? Okay, so now measure half inch here, half inch, and connect it down. Let me use my ruler, what I'm using as a ruler. I can't find any, so I decided to use this. Okay, this is for the overlapping of the bag. Remember, we are just working with one side. I will need the other side for it. Okay, now you have connected it here, and it also extends to this place. From this middle line, this is the middle line, the center, this is the center. Okay, measure 2 inches. 2 inches. Okay, now calculate from here to here. That's 4.5 inches. Take that measurement, bring it up again, the 4.5 inches. Now connect it. Connect it. Okay, now from this place to this place is the place that is going to sit on the shoulder. We are going to take out 1 inch from here. 1 inch. Alright, connect it to this place. That's for the shoulder slope. Are we clear? Alright, so now from this point now measure the armhole length. I want to use 8.5 inches for the armhole length. Okay, then rule a straight line. Can you see? And connect. Okay, now please measure the bust point or the shoulder to the nipple, whatever you call it. Measure the bust point, measure the under bust, which is 13 for this style. Bust point for this person is 10. I added half inch because of the sewing allowance. Is also 13 for this person. I made it 13.5. Alright, the paper, and I'm going to stop right at the waist. Okay, so the remaining, we're supposed to add the shoulder to the waist of this, or what we are using as the waist, is 16.5. Alright, now this paper, I'll extend it when I'm transferring it to the fabric. So I'm going to use just this line here as the waist. So go ahead, from the starting line, measure the bust. The bust of this person is is 34. Add the sewing allowance. Okay, 1 inch should be fine. Come to the under bust. I like measuring my waist from the under bust. The waist is 29. Okay, measure 1 inch for allowance, 1 inch for that. This is a traditional method. Alright, and then I'm going to extend it, of course. Do the same thing, is 29.5. If the waist is smaller or bigger, please measure it. What I'm measuring is, I've already divided the measurements into 4. into 4. The waist that I said is 34. Into 4 of 34 is 8.5. That's why you saw me measure 35. Sorry, 8.5. Then under bust of this fellow is 29. That's why you saw me measure 7.25. Now the same thing for the waist. The waist is 29 divided into 4. Then I got 7.25. Do the same thing. Add allowance. Add that allowance. I'm just going to put a normal dart for these jackets. Connect it like that. All right, and raise it to this point. Now that's about that for this jacket. So the next point now is to cut it out. Okay, so here is it. So we have it here. This is how it's going to look. This, I don't want to bend it. If it was fabric, we'll just notch it. This is it. Now we want to do the other side of the jacket, which is longer, and the lapel is quite different, but this is the background that we're going to use for this is the first side, but we need it like this. That's why I cut it like this. Right, so now to get the other side of the collar, remember this is the middle line. All right, I want you to extend, first and foremost, note that the other side of the jacket, the front, is one side is the one that covers the one under is slightly longer than the other. So extend it by at least, depending on how you can make your own slightly different. Add about 3 to 4 inches. Let me add 4 inches to it. Please mark the center line down in heaven. Right, sorry, I didn't know my camera was off all the while that I was talking, so I didn't know where I stopped. Anyway, let me start from where the other side of this jacket, the front part, came about. Now I said that from this point, okay, from this point where the lapel is, the curving starts from, come down by 2.5 inches and come out by 4.5, and I connected it to the collar up here. All right, and I also said that remember that this paper was not enough for the length of the blouse, all right, which is about 24. So this should be a proper blouse, like I marked here. It should be a proper blouse, and then this should also extend down. So by the next video I'm going to upload very soon, I will show you how I transferred this to the fabric and I extended the length of the blouse. Alright, I don't want the video to be too long because I'm not working with power supply, so I don't want it to be too long. Now let's cut out this. Let's take a look at how it's going to be. So here is it. We're going to continue this video in the next video. All right, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.